Hello students, today I am going to teach you how to draw the ray diagrams in case of spherical mirrors. So dear students, as you know that spherical mirrors are of two types, that is concave mirror and convex mirror. Okay, the concave mirror is the one in which the inner curved surface is the reflecting surface, and convex mirror is the mirror in which the outer bulging surface is the reflecting surface. Okay, when bulging surface is reflecting, it is convex. When curved surface is reflecting, it is concave. So we will be discussing reflection through spherical mirrors, which are of two types, concave and convex. So before we start the ray diagrams, we should know that there is a rule. Number one, that whenever there is any ray coming parallel to the principal axis of a concave mirror or a convex mirror, it either passes through focus or appears to diverge from focus. Okay. So in case of a concave mirror, the ray of light incident parallel to the principal axis after reflection passes through focus. This is rule number one. Rule number two is that a ray of light which is coming through focus, the ray of light which is incident through focus after reflection goes parallel. That is, it is converse of the first rule. Then number three, the ray of light incident through center of curvature retraces its path, because the normal is this ray, because the radius of any sphere subtends an angle of 90 degrees. So this is also the radius and this is also the incident ray. So as incident ray and the normal are coinciding, angle I is 0, therefore angle R is also 0. Hence this ray will simply retrace its path, like here. The ray of light which is incident through the center of curvature simply retraces its path. Then fourth rule is that if this is the incident ray, this is normal, this is angle of incidence, then it gets reflected through this path. That is, angle I is equal to angle R. So out of these four rays, we have an option to use any two for drawing the ray diagrams. So now I come to the ray diagrams. Position of object in case 1, that is this. Object is at infinity. A parallel beam of light coming from the object at infinity after reflection is converging at a point on the principal axis, that is principal focus. So we come to know when object is at infinity, image formed is real, inverted and point size, that is highly diminished. Okay. We move the object towards the mirror, that is beyond center of curvature denoted by C. Again students, we take one ray of light coming parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it passes through focus. The other ray of light coming through center of curvature. After reflection, it retraces its path. Both the reflected rays are meeting here. So this point here is the point where the real inverted image of this object is being produced. Then we move the object further close to the mirror, that is at C, at center of curvature. And what do we observe? That when object is at center of curvature, the ray coming parallel to the principal axis after reflection passes through focus. The ray incident through focus after reflection goes parallel. Both meet at this point. So a real inverted image of the same size as that of the object is obtained. Okay, so when object is at center of curvature, image is also at center of curvature. Size of the object is equal to the size of the image. Then case 4. Now further moving towards the mirror, now we have kept the object between center of curvature and focus. So again, ray coming parallel, after reflection passes through focus, ray coming through focus, after reflection goes parallel, both meet here. So this point is where the image is formed. Now you see the size of the image is bigger than the size of the object. So we come to know one more thing, that in this case the image is magnified. In this case, the image is of the same size as that of the object. But in these two cases, the image is diminished. But in this case, the image is highly diminished. Now we come to case 5, when the object is at focus. When the object is at focus, denoted by F, and we take a ray of light passing through center of curvature, retracing its path, the other ray of light making an angle of incidence with the principal axis, obeying the laws of refraction, you can see that these are now converging, right? And they will meet further behind. Now you can see that this case 1 and case 5 are opposite of each other. Here the object was at infinity, a very big object. The image was obtained at focus, highly diminished, point size. Here the object is big at small at focus, and the image is being obtained at infinity, and it is highly magnified, but real and inverted. So my dear students, in these 5 cases, following the rules for drawing ray diagrams, following the laws of reflection, we got 4 types of images. But all 5 types of images are real and inverted. That is, the rays of light are actually meeting after reflection. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, real image, inverted image. Now we come to the size. Highly diminished, diminished, size equal to that of object, size greater than object, and size of the image is very much larger than the object, but real and inverted. Now we come to the 6th case. Now in 6th case, the object is now further close to the mirror, that is between pole and focus. Now this ray of light, this incident ray making an angle of incidence with normal, that is principal axis, obeying the laws of refraction, then the other ray of light passing through center of curvature. Now you see these are diverging rays. So diverging rays will never meet, but when extended backwards, they appear to meet at this point. So this is virtual, erect and magnified image of the object. Now if we write object as A, B, then this point is here, then image is written as A dash, B dash. Okay? A, B, B dash, A dash. So this is how we do, and we denote object by H. How do we denote object? Object denoted by H, and image is denoted by H dash. You can also write O and I. So it is your own discretion. There is no hard and fast rule. Fine. So this is all about the ray diagrams in case of a concave mirror. So next is the diagrams in case of a convex mirror. So students, when we talk about convex mirror, there are only two cases. Fine. Now, these two cases, case 1, first of all I would give you a tip that in your copy there are always lines. So you choose 5 lines and in the 3rd line you mark pole and then on the line you draw this principal axis. Okay. Now you know that the focus and center of curvature of the convex mirror is on right hand side. So a parallel beam of light after reflection from this convex mirror appears to diverge from this point. Okay. So this is the highly diminished virtual erect image of the object at infinity in case of convex mirror. Now the second case in case of a convex mirror is no matter wherever you keep the object on the principal axis. Okay. So let the object is here. Fine. Now object is here. By following the rules, we take ray of light, incident ray of light parallel to the principal axis. It appears to diverge from focus. And the other ray of light we take from center of curvature. So it simply retraces its path. Okay. So you see the two rays are meeting here. So this is the image. If we write here AB, then this is A dash, B dash. So now you see that in case of a convex mirror, only two cases are there. In one case, when the object is at infinity, image is obtained at focus, highly diminished, virtual erect. And in all other cases, you can keep object here, 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 anywhere. Image will always be formed between P and F. Okay, and it will always be virtual, erect and diminished. So mirrors there are two types of convex, spherical mirrors, concave, convex. Image formed by concave mirror is real as well as virtual. As we have seen, there are 5 cases of real and 1 of virtual. Then real image is always inverted and virtual is always erect. Then size varies. In case of a concave mirror, size varies from point size to highly diminished. Okay. So there are 2 cases when the image is smaller, that is magnification is less than 1. There is one case when size of image is equal to object, so magnification is 1. And there are 2 cases where magnification is greater than 1. And in these 5 cases, the image formed is real and the magnification is negative. And there is a 6th case in concave mirror where the magnification is 1 or greater than 1. Greater than 1 because it is magnified. But it is positive because it is virtual and magnified. But in case of a convex mirror, always virtual image, always erect image, and there are only 2 options, either point size or diminished. Okay. So now students, these are the 6 cases in case of a concave mirror. So from here you can conclude that the nature and the size or the magnification of the image produced by a concave mirror depends upon the position of the object. That is, where is the object kept in front of the mirror. When we are moving the object towards the mirror, image is moving away from mirror and its size is increasing. Thank you. I hope you have understood.